And 35-0 Glenver, and the Highlanders stay perfect on the season with a 42-0 win over James River. Let's go to the scoreboard. Norcross, they get a forfeit win over the Covenant. Catholic canceled their game with Hargrave Military. King William with a 60-spotter over Halifax County, 62-26, and another 60-pointer. Magna Vista, they go to 6-0, 68-20 over Mecklenburg County. We had some Hardee's Friday Night Blitz action a day earlier, yesterday afternoon from Lynchburg. Virginia Episcopal taking on Roanoke Catholic. It's the first ever meeting between the teams since 2017. Going to pick things up in the second quarter. Scoreless. Roanoke Catholic with the ball at their own one. Speaking of one, number one, Raheem Lippert is stopped by a bunch of Bishops in the end zone, so it's a safety, 2-0 VES. That would be the score at the half, and then at the end of the third, the Bishops, Jake Sims to Fletcher Vaughn, a 23-yard score, 9-0 VES. And Virginia Episcopal goes on to shut out Roanoke Catholic, 9-0. Back to the scoreboard, Blacksburg knocks off Hidden Valley 43-0. Liberty with their second win on the year, 34-29 over Rustburg. Allegheny, they're 6-0. 27-11 win over Buffalo Gap, and Wilson Memorial, they get a 56-0 shutout win over Rockbridge County. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with all the action, Ryan Moy joins me with a look at the River Ridge and Blue Ridge districts with stops in Roanoke, Roanoke County, Rocky Mount, and Manita. Stick and stay, please.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week.
Is there a light out?
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz is back.
All right, folks. Weekend sports anchor Ryan Moy, he's in the house. And Ryan, you took a visit to a pair of River Ridge District games in the southwest part of Roanoke.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Patrick Henry Patriots are 6-0 for the first time since 2000 when they started 8-0, playing host to Christiansburg. The Blue Demons, of course, as they got their first win last week. PH has won the last 3 meetings. Plus, the Patriots' defense, though, has been dominant, giving up only 3. You heard that, Jermaine? 3 offensive touchdowns all season.
You're right.
To Gaynor Field we go. Patriots looking to extend their win streak. Blue Demons on the hunt for their second win
Hall of Fame night over
the season. I know, right? First quarter, though, Jake Painter painting me a picture like Bob Ross to Cameron Hairston Taylor, who jukes defenders.
He's zooming.
Right in.
He's zooming.
That's 7-0 Pats. Christiansburg trying to get something going on offense, but Patrick Henry's, what is that? That's Cockney?
Can I say
Look
it?
at that.
Haterade.
Hey, you said it. You said
I did.
it. I couldn't
Yeah.
say it better myself.
Well,
comes up with the pick.
That's
Patriots,
teamwork, make dream work.
Yeah. The Patriots back in the driver's seat. It's this man. You already know his name. Demarion Purdue. Look at that. Who runs it in?
When you wear 23, you got to have game.
That's what I'm talking about. Makes it 14-0. Patriots remain undefeated. 48-14. The final. Staying in Southwest Roanoke, though, to Bogle Stadium. Yeah. The Cave Spring Knights hosting the Salem Spartans. Knights with the 14-12 lead. Second quarter, Salem ball. Jaden Rudisell finds Jordan McCadden, but
J-Mac.
Look at this. Spinning, juking, doing it all.
That's
making
Xbox
it look
style.
So easy. But hold up. Right there, though, there is a penalty. Face mask. If the ball is going to be placed around the 10, Jermaine.
Oh, no.
But it's okay.
That's all right.
Guess what the Spartans do?
Yeah.
Look at this. It's Tolan Saul with the carry. Push the team on that back. Look at that.
That's better than the tush push.
Goodness gracious. Well, they'll miss the extra point. That's 18-14 Salem. Later, though, Spartans back on offense is Rudisell. But guess what? We saw what he did at the beginning.
It's the miggity
It's Mr. McCadden, okay, who takes it all the way to the house for the touchdown. Salem picks up their second win of the season. That's 31-28, the final, Jermaine.
I tell you, that was some good stuff there. Salem getting things going a little bit here. Still, both these teams still are in playoff contention. But speaking of playoff contention and scores, because that's what we're here for, let's go to the scoreboard. We see Graham getting a 56-10 win over Pulaski. Alta Vista, another team with a 60 spot, 65-6 over Chatham. Dan River with the 42-16 win over William Campbell. And it is Floyd County staying perfect on the year, 25-14 win. The fighting Tim Cromers getting the dub right then and there. Well, Ryan, we come to the Blue Ridge District part of the show.
Yes, sir.
Where it is the district opener for all the teams. Probably the district game of the night took place over at Viking Stadium and Jim Hickam Field.
Oh, man, in a battle of 4-1 teams, Northside hosting William Byrd. The Vikings got a win last week over undefeated Rappahannock. Say that 10 times as fast.
Rappahannock.
I can't. That's it. And the Terriers won at home over Radford.
There you go. Let's go to the action. Going to the second half, it was scoreless. And how about this young man on the sideline, Cam?
My man.
Thepsomung. He's the Cam's purpose game, battling cancer, and we wish him all the best. Meanwhile, it was scoreless at the halftime, Ryan, but things got going in the second. How about Jameis Toller, for whom the bell tolls? Touchdown there. Bird tying it at 7. I'm mixing it up.
I know.
Ryan, you know when we show kickoffs, there is a reason why we show kickoffs. And if you want to crown this man, crown him, won't you? Deshaun King, juking and jiving and juking, weaving his way. And Kyler Parr wanted to run with him. There he is, running down the sideline.
Kyler, go ahead, man.
Kyler with the rundown. Touchdown, made it tied at 7. James Toller trying to go for the touchdown. The ball pops loose. And Johnny on the spot, take Cots with the touchdown, and that was the game winner, Ryan, as William Byrd.
All right.
They get the win late over Northside, 14-7.
Oh, okay. Well, over at Cy Dillon Stadium in Rocky Mount, the Franklin County Eagles hosting a Lord Botetourt Cavaliers team. They have lost to the last 7 meetings. Defensive struggle for most of the first half. Franklin County had a chance to take the lead, but kicker Corbin Palmer's 39-yard field goal attempt goes off the upright. No good. But Botetourt takes the ball and immediately strikes back like the Empire quarterback, Angel Rigney. Well, he scrambles and throws it to Eric Irons. Irons finds some space to scrambles 35 yards deep in territory. Look at that. 2 plays later, though, Rigney finds the running back, Quentin Jones, in the flat.
Who?
Jones.
Who?
Jones. Quentin Jones. Look at that. He's going to do a dance right now.
Do a little dance.
Where's it? Where's that?
It's the dance?
It's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is it coming? Is it
okay.
coming?
Yeah.
It's all right.
No,
but you know what? That was in the end zone.
Yeah.
22-yard TD catch. And look at that. 7-0. Cavs at the break. Lord Botetourt goes on to win this one. 26-14.
Well, Ryan, our last stop in the Blue Ridge, William Fleming Colonels headed east, young man, to Manita to play the State River Golden Eagles. Now the Colonels, Jasir Preston. JP, are you with me? But the problem is he throws it to another quarterback at Stanton Rivers, Patrick Tuning. He picks it off. But then Stanton River on offense and Tuning, he is going to look around. He's going to find a wide open T.W. Tyler. T-squared. That's a 30-yard score. The Golden Eagles fly like an eagle. 7-0. I borrowed that from you.
Okay,
First off, it's Stafford Fleming
you.
following that TD. How about Zy Steelman? Mr. Steelman.
Uh-oh.
Double nickels. 55 yards for the house call. 7-6 in favor of Stanton River after missed PAT.
Okay, young man.
The next offensive drive, how about Steelman? He's got your back. I got your back. Look at deuces, touchdown. They went for 2 and they got it, so it's 14-7 Fleming. Final minute of the half. Let's show some love to the fullback, Ryan. How about Davion Faulkner?
That's what I'm talking about.
Punches it in from outside the goal line. 20-0 Colonels. Fleming. They get the win over the Golden Eagles tonight, 33-14. Let's go to the scoreboard. Ryan Radford looking good, 4-2 with a 16-7 win for Patrick County. Lee wins over Marion, 28-7. North Raleigh Christian winning over Smith Mountain Lake Christian, 49-20. And Northwood over Auburn, 34-24. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with all your action for Week 7, Miriam Chamberlain joins us from Gretna for our game of the week between the Hawks and the Nelson County Governors. More Blitz coming up on the other side.
And now, WFXR Sports presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
All right, our Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week takes us to Gretna, where the Hawks hosting the Nelson County Governors. For the third straight season, both teams are 4-1 at this point of the season. In this Dogwood District rivalry, last year the Hawks won the regular season and the playoff meeting. At Gretna, they won the last 20 matchups, 21-22, and the Hawks, they're on a 4-game winning streak since losing their opener. It's homecoming for the Hawks as they look to keep their 4-game winning streak alive tonight against Nelson County. Go to the first quarter. Nelson County with the ball, and we're going to drop back here, and it's going to be intercepted by the Hawks' Braden Breedlove, and we're headed the other way. Hawks make their way down the field, and Khalil Waller straight up the gut forces himself in for the 6. It's 6-0 Gretna Hawks. Nelson County looking to respond, and quarterback Bryce Giles on the keeper. And guess what? It's good enough for the score. And Nelson County, they take Gretna, for the Governor's Huskies, they'll take the lead right then and there. Second quarter now, quarterback Rashawn looks on the pitch to Jamarion Jones, and Carter heads up the middle in the end zone. Breedlove, he's going to go in, and he's going to get the 2-point conversion. It's 14-7 with the Gretna Hawks lead. Gretna with the possession again, and the handoff there, where actually that's going to be right then and there. Gretna with the one-handed snag on the sideline, getting it down there. It was 21-7 Gretna. And Nelson County, they would lose this game 42-7 to Gretna. Marion Chamberlain has more in the game from Gretna.
Well, unfortunately, Nelson County couldn't find a groove tonight on offense, and their defense was just a little too slow for Gretna's offense. Gretna took off with a final score of 42-7, and Gretna gives praise to their run game tonight as well as their O-line for bringing them that victory.
Run game that was going for us good, hitting short passes, and then us coming off a bye week, preparing for our opponent, film sessions, taking it seriously, and then just coming out and executing on the game plan that we had. When it's Friday night lights and we're all ready to go battle, I know they got my back and they know I got theirs, so shout out to my O-line and I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was 0 sacks tonight, I think, so got to give my credit to my O-line.
We was thinking they was going to try to spread us out a little more and try to pass the ball, and then they got into some jumbo sets and had a few plays, but our guys locked in and played pretty good. They got a few chunk runs, but overall we played the run pretty good, I thought, tonight. Just made a little adjustment up front, but like I said, like you said, we got comfortable and just started playing our style of football. Not as many mistakes. I think we had one turnover, but that was just Ray trying to make a play. If he could have had that pass back, we probably had another guy on the other side open, but other than that, we played a pretty good, clean game.
Just want to take it game by game. Whoever we played that week, we're going to mentally prepare for them, how they play, and what we can do to execute and have a good game plan for them. So just take it day by day, game by game.
Well, a huge homecoming victory for the Hawks as Gretna is now on a 5-game winning streak. Gretna takes on Dan River next week, while Nelson County takes on Patrick County. Here at Bond Field, I'm Miriam Chamberlain, WFXR Sports.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Meanwhile, to the scores, Meadow Bridge, West Virginia wins over Bland 38-14. Fort Chiswell gets into the win column with a 49-19 win over Galax. George with a tight win over Grayson County 28-26. Pendleton County, West Virginia wins over Bath County 33-12. And Narrows knocks off Perry McClure 28-7. Meanwhile, staying in the south side to Danville on a pair of Piedmont District teams on 4-game winning streaks. The George Washington Eagles hosted the Bassett Bengals. Now, overall, GW leads this series 13-2-1. So let's go down to Christopher Stadium. They're running out. And guess what we're going to do here? GW with the ball, and we're going to get some action going right then and there. How about Stanford Lipscomb? He's going to, I'm going to say it again, fly like an eagle to the house, 33 yards, 7-0 George Washington Eagles. And then how about some more Stanford Lipscomb? This time he's 2 yards further back. This is going to be a 35-yard house call, 14-0 GW. Can I get some more Stanford Lipscomb? Can I get some Stanford Lipscomb? Yes, I can. He punches it in. That's a hat trick. 21-0 GW at the break, and the Eagles going to blank the Bengals tonight, 35-0. Meanwhile, on to the Seminole District and City Stadium in Lynchburg. Heritage Pioneers on a 4-game winning streak, taking on the Brookville Bees in a tangle for Timberlake. Third quarter, Heritage up 19-0. Aiden Slash finds Jermaine Jackson. He's getting serious with the run down to the side on the catch. That's a touchdown. That's a Jermaine Jackson slang song. 26-0 Pioneers. Brookville's next drive, the snap bounces off of Lincoln McDaniel's hands and recovered by the Pioneers. They take over with the 26-point lead in the third. And then Lincoln McDaniel's going to drop back to pass, but he has a big problem, throws it to the wrong guy. Jaden Miller picks it up out of the sky. That play would set up the final score of the night for the Pioneers. It's going to be Tyler Harless. He takes it into the house. That's a touchdown. The Pioneers, they shut out with that 5th win in a row, winning over the Bees 32-0. And over at Forest at Sabre Stadium, Jefferson Forest Cavaliers at 4-1 hosting the Amherst County Lancers. Both teams coming off a bye. JF leads 7-0, and the Cavaliers, Cam, crazy like a fox, leaps over the defenders for the TD, 14-0 JF. Then Amherst, Jamerson Daniels runs it in for the score. It's 14-7 JF. But JF would continue to roll here. Xander Coleman runs off the right side, and he's got the house. Touchdown. Cavaliers are 5-1 with a 41-13 win over the Lancers. Our final set of highlights takes us to Lynchburg. Liberty Christian Bulldogs hosting the EC Glass Hilltoppers. Glass received the ball to start the second half, trying to claw back from a 21-3 deficit, but the drive ends early on a Jaleel Holloway fumble, recovered by LCA's Jacob Perzel. On the Eagles, EC Glass at the 16-yard line, just 12 seconds gone by the half. LCA cashes in the turnover. How about this? Henry Mayer puts the Bulldogs up 28-3 in the fourth. On to the fourth quarter, LCA with the commanding lead, and Mason Gunn. Look at the spin, the moves, carrying toppers with them to the zone. That's a touchdown. At least 5 of them were there. And LCA, they go up 42-3, and they go on to win this ball game by the score of 43-0. 42-3 over Glass.
And now, WFXR presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week.
Well, this week's athlete has been shredding opposing defenses all season long. Not only did he rush for 200 yards, but he also had 4 touchdowns as well in his team's 59-27 win over Auburn last Friday. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Jalen Miller, tailback, Giles High School. This year, we have a different energy. We're every game, doesn't matter. We're coming in high intensity. We're training for everybody. Like it's going to be our final game. But I just want to make Giles a football team again, a team to be feared. I just want Spartans to be respected again. I put all of my success on everybody else's hard work. It's not just me. It's a combined effort. Everybody, every teammate is putting in work in order to get me to that touchdown.
What does that O-line mean to you?
They're the hardest workers on the field. I mean, we had one guy, Mason Bryant, 40+ knockdown blocks. Tyler Stafford, just right behind him with 30. They're the hardest workers on the team. They're the best players on the team.
What does it mean to you when you put that jersey on?
It's almost like a responsibility. Like a responsibility. I gotta work my hardest just to prove myself and prove myself for others. I have a lot of pride for it. It's in my blood. Whenever I succeed, whenever my teammates succeed, I'm very proud of them. This is almost my entire life. I mean, I played it for my entire life. I want nothing more than just to win another football game.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Aquarius Pools Splash Play of the Week. Sponsored by Aquarius Pools and Outdoor Living.
All right, Ryan, this was a splashy play of the night. How about Deshaun King, royalty for the Northside Vikings? And look what he does. He's just blocking the cuts, the rhymes, all that good stuff, making a move, and he is going to go to the house. Again, Kyler's running with him.
I got to give Kyler some props.
Yeah, and I think he had good speed running on that, too. Got it in there, and that was the play of the night.
All right, Mr. King.
As Northside gets it right then and there. Meanwhile, college football action, Gallaudet They play Washington Lee. I keep pronouncing it different ways, but Ryan, you'll correct me. 1 o'clock there. There you go. Meanwhile, Averitt will be at Randolph-Macon at 1, and then at 2 o'clock a pair of games, Roanoke at Bridgewater, Barton at Ferrum. That's a 2 o'clock kick. Then at 3, Southern Virginia visiting Brevard, VMI at ETSU at 3:30, Virginia Tech at Georgia Tech at 3:30. Here's the Fox schedule. You see it right then and there. College football games and NFL and all that good stuff right then and there. And then if we have another board, you can throw that up as well. It's going to be some college football doubleheaders right there. And, of course, NASCAR racing with the Xfinity Series. Well, Ryan, I guess that puts Week 7 in the books.
Yes, sir. A lot of hard work.
All right, that does it for this edition of Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. You miss anything, check it out on WFXRTV.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Jermaine Farrell, Ryan Boyd, Miriam Chamberlain. I hope all your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night, everybody.
Yeah.